there are always challenges associated with collaborating with several different organizations in the government, as you've already stated there. So, but the biggest challenge, I think, is the bureaucratic hurdles that you may face, right? Especially with those organizations that are not likely to be digitized or that's one. So, how does single window reduce the lags and delays due to these bureaucratic procedures across different organizations? And how do you coordinate with that with them when you face these challenges?
Yes, that's a great question. Thank you for that. Change management has been a very, very, very important aspect of single Windows implementation journey. I mean, I can't just underscore the importance of having a robust change management strategy in place enough. Since day one, when we started implementing the single window program, we have followed a policy of what we call the three C's: collaboration, coordination, and consultation. So from its very start, single window has benefited from the collective advice of all the government agencies. We went around to each government agency that was a candidate for single window. We sat with them. We looked at their business processes, but we also sold them the idea of the single window. And out of that, emerged a common vision for the single window platform. That same vision has been translated onto the Single Window Act that provides the legal framework for single window implementation. There is not a single government agency that has not have had any contribution in the making of that act. So, consensus on single window services forms the very core of our implementation strategy. But that doesn't mean that it's been a smooth sailing. When we now go and we work with different government departments to integrate them, we do face a lot of bureaucratic resistance. But we have learned to identify the reasons behind that resistance. And most of the time, we find out that the resistance is coming because people don't really understand IT, or they think that a single window is going to take over their functions. They're going to lose their jobs. In certain cases, they also think that single window is going to replace the department. And so, what we do is that before we move into a department and integrate them, we do a lot of change management sessions, informing them of our mandate, of where the boundaries are set. We are a data exchange platform. We are not a regulatory body. We are not a policy making body. The government agencies can perform their functions as before, but with more technology, with better access to data, with more visibility over trade transactions. And these are kind of things that we, that kind of allay the concerns a little bit, and then they come on board. So that is the first part. But then once we begin the implementation of any module with that government department, then we also kick in the second phase of change management. And in this phase, we bring in all the clients. So, for example, if you are working with the engineering development board, we will bring in the automobile manufacturers association, or the assemblers, or the businesses that are manufacturing the parts, and we would give them a whole overview of what does the single window integration is going to mean for them. We take suggestions, and then we follow that up with a lot of other training and capacity building programs. So we are probably one of those very few organizations, state-owned organizations in the country, that have a very robust, active change management component. We are reaching out to about 800 people almost every month regarding different change management initiatives. And we have also partnered with a lot of private sector companies to provide the same kind of services in smaller cities and towns where we can't reach out because we have a very small team. But these are some of the steps that we have taken to manage change in each of the government organizations that we are working with.